morning, welcome back to Vlogmas day 17. I hope whenever you're seeing this you're having a good morning, evening, night, whatever it is. But I feel like shit, and good thing it's pajama day. So I'm wearing my Uggs cat Christmas pajamas because it's Christmas pajama day, my sweatshirt and my coat. And I started my car a little bit ago, so hopefully it's nice and toasty in there. So I'm about to drive to school, and I will see y'all in a minute. I am home. Dear God, I have a lot to tell you guys. Alright, so I don't even know where to start right now. Alright, hold on. Let me sit down so I can talk to you guys for real. Alright, so I feel like ass. There's that. So I just checked on my nose on the inside, and it doesn't look all too good, and it's swollen on the outside, but we're just gonna hope it's normal. Deal with it in a little bit, or maybe I won't because I really shouldn't mess with it. So, oof, I don't even know. So, okay, I'll go exciting news first. So, the exciting news, I'm going to Mexico in January. So, one of my friends, like, earlier, I walked in class and she goes, Haley, trying to go to Mexico? Like, you want to go to Mexico? I was like, what? What? Long story short, she was like, yeah, we're going to Mexico, but we need to know, like, right away if you want to go. She said I can bring a friend, but it's like $500. I'm like, ooh. Well, I, like, talked to my mom after school, and she's like, I don't want you to miss out on that opportunity. We'll make it happen, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to Mexico in January. Watch out for those vlogs. Anyways, so there's that. The second thing is, I'm actually going to switch phones really quick so that I can read the text to you when I talk about this. So, let me just switch to this camera. Stay. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about my work stuff in this vlog. So, God, I don't even know where to start. My manager, okay, there's a couple people that you need to know. There's Jake, which is the general manager. There's David, which is, he owns the store that I worked at and another store nearby. And there's me, and then there's Gabby, and Gabby's just like another manager, right? So there's Gabby and I, and we're like, I think we're pretty much the only females that work at the store that I work at. And, so Gabby's 18, but she doesn't have her license yet. So I was at work with, Jake, and he sent Gabby home, which I already knew was a bad idea. And it got really fucking busy. Like, we were getting our asses slaughtered, and I just wasn't in the mood to deal with that. So I was like, should I call Gabby? And he was like, I don't know, you can do what you want. She's not gonna have a ride anyways. And I was like, okay, it's better to try than not to. So I called her, and while I was on the phone with her, he starts, like, screaming at me. And he was like, never mind. Tell her I said never mind, or whatever. Like, he said it like that fast, too. Like, he didn't give me a chance to even say anything. And I was just waiting for her to finish her sentence because I wasn't trying to interrupt her, right? And so I was like, I said, hold on, because I was getting irritated at that point. And then he started, like, for real screaming at me. And I said, you know what, Gabby, I gotta go, never mind. And I hung up, and he was, like, screaming at me, and I just let it go. I just didn't say anything. And then he, like, slid a pizza down the make line into the pizza I was making, and I said that was unnecessary. He goes, what? It was in my way. And so I slid it down, and I was like, okay, I understand sliding it down, but he, like, slid it into my pizza, past the sauce, and it wasn't a sauced pizza yet, so I would have had to move it back where it was to sauce it. So I was like, Jake, you better fucking quit before I quit. And then he started like screaming, like, you're a 16-year-old, you shouldn't be talking like that, blah, blah, blah. First of all, it's my mother's job to tell me what I should and should not be saying. Second of all, I am my own person and I will do what the fuck I want. Period. I'm gonna stay true to myself no matter what anybody thinks. I'm gonna be the person that I want to be because I know I'm a good person. Deep down, I know I'm a good person. Just because I say bad words sometimes does not mean that I'm not a good person. And it does not give you the right to tell me who I am and like what I should and should not be doing. Don't talk to me like that. And not only that, but you want to treat me like an adult, so I'm going to talk like an adult. If you want me to act like I'm 16, I can act like I'm 16, and you're going to treat me like I'm 16. Oh, I don't know how to make that. I'm 16, I don't know better. Do you want that? No, you don't. So, anyways, I said, Jake, you better fucking quit before I quit. And he started talking about, like, me cussing and stuff. So, I was just done. And I walked away and I got my keys. And when I was getting my keys, he goes, you're seriously about to walk out right now? I said, yes, I am. And then I walked to the front and I was clocking out. And he goes, don't forget your phone over here. And I didn't say anything, but I already got my phone. I'm not stupid. I grabbed it when I walked away. So I walked out and I got in my car and I texted David and I said, here, this is the messages part. I said, hey David, when it slows down, because I'm assuming he was at the other store, which is busier than ours, and we were busy, so I said, hey David, when it slows down, will you call me so we can talk, please? And that was at 6:37 Saturday night. So yesterday, Sunday, he said at 6:29, so almost a complete 24 hours later, he responds. It says, I'm disappointed you decided to quit. And I was like, at this point, I have nothing to fucking lose. I said, I'm disappointed you don't want to hear my side of the story. He said, I was hoping to get it tonight because I had a shift Sunday from 4 to 8. And I said, okay, do you want me to come in or when you're there, or would you prefer to call me when you're free? He said, you no-showed. I was hoping to talk to you on your shift, but you chose not to come. I said, I didn't feel it was appropriate to put myself back into that situation without talking to you beforehand to get the issue resolved. I felt it would make the situation worse. Something was just telling me, like, I was following my intuition. Something in my heart was just telling me that I should not go in, that it's going to cause issues, and that Jake was still pissed, right? Well, apparently Gabby said that David just wanted me out. He wanted me gone because, you know, I walked out. Like, that's on me, of course, and that wasn't sarcasm. Like, that is on me. But apparently Jake was, like, all for me coming back and that I should be there or whatever. So then I said that, and he didn't respond. And then I get a text from, like, Jolt, which is where he posts our schedule. And it said, you have been scheduled. And then it was, like, the same times as I was last week, which isn't abnormal. I pretty much work the same time 6 days a week. Like, it's pretty much almost exactly the same. So, I said that I worked almost, I don't know if it was exactly the same or almost the same. And then, it took him like 10 minutes and he took it down. And he said, and then he texted me, like, as I was texting David, and it said, you're not scheduled for the week of blah, blah, blah anymore. And I was literally in the middle of texting him saying, like, I appreciate you putting me on the schedule still, but I still want to talk about this. Or whatever, because, like, I didn't want to quit. Like, I love my job, don't get me wrong. And, like, it wasn't really worth it losing it for him. But at the same time, if he doesn't even want to hear what I have to say, I don't want to be in that kind of environment. And as far as Jake goes, Jake and I have an understanding of each other, like, a pretty good understanding. And I know he was just in a shitty mood for a lot of reasons that I'm not going to even spill. That he doesn't know I know about, but it's not fair for me to get it taken out on me, and that seems to happen quite often, and I was over it. However, it doesn't help that I have previously quit. Like, I put my 2 weeks in that time, so me walking out, he was like, oh, she's just gonna be a problem kid, whatever. Well, like, I understand, but I'm not gonna beg for my job back when he doesn't even want to hear what I have to say, because I'm not going back into that environment. Something needs to change if I go back. So I'm gonna pick up my check Thursday, and I was gonna talk to Jake and just be like, here's the deal, like I still want to talk it out with him. I'm not trying to leave things on a bad note, but that's what happened. I'm looking into getting a job at like a nursing home. One of my friends worked at a nursing home, and there's one for like the Mendel Center. It's like setting things up and stuff like that. That would be nice because it's Fridays and Saturdays and every once in a while throughout the week, like 4 to 10. So it's like long shifts, but it's not as often, which would be nice. Hey babies, because I'm tired of working 6 days a week. So there's the update on that. Let me even see what's on my list for today. My dad's supposed to stop by. Oh, I have to get a passport. My dad's supposed to stop by because I was gonna see if he could maybe help me out with that. So I went to school, stopped at the post office. I need to charge my Chromebook, spray boots, dishes, clean up. I'm not going to the gym today. I feel like ass. Tan, edit and upload, and sleep. So that's what's on the agenda. I'm just gonna chill for a little bit because I really do not feel good. And I also need to get my glasses from Brooklyn's house. But for now, I'm gonna take the last 4 airborne I have, and hopefully this will make me feel better. So I will see y'all in a little bit. Alright, y'all, I'm about to go fill out a job application because I called. She's like, well, the best thing to do is just come in and fill out an application. That way it's still on file, even if we're not hiring right now. But I wasn't trying to look like a raggedy doll, so I threw a headband on. And I'm wearing like this like lettuce trim shirt and these jeans with those Vans. And I'm about to go pick Brooklyn up because she said she'd come with me, so wish me luck.
So today we'll be wrapping it. First one, it's gonna be this. You know, get your paper, you know, cut it.
Alright, so it's like way later. It's 7:22. So I don't even know what I showed you guys last, but I came in my room, didn't end up relaxing even a little bit. No, let me back the fuck up. So after school, I went and talked to my mom, and then I went to the post office and got stamps. I talked to my mom about like going to Mexico, and then I went and got stamps and figured out passport stuff. And then I came home, didn't relax at all, and I called this place and I was like, are you guys hiring like for in the kitchen or something like that? She was so sweet. She was like, you know, I'm really not sure, but let me get your name and your number and I'll write it down and I'll talk to the manager of that department. So she did, literally like 10 minutes later, because then I called this other place right after. And I was like, you guys hiring? And she didn't really give me an answer. She said, just come in and fill out an application. That way we have it on file. And I said, okay, thank you. So I asked Brooklyn if she'd go with me because I didn't know where I was going, and that makes me nervous. So I went and picked Brooklyn up. And then when I was getting her, which was literally not even 10 minutes later, the lady calls me back and she was like, come in and fill out an application. And you know what? Actually, I'll just talk to you now. We can just do the interview thing now and get it over with. And I was like, but like, she didn't have like a negative attitude about it. Like, it seemed like she was excited, you know? So I did, and it went really well. And I was like honest about like what happened at Domino's and stuff. And I said, honestly, I'm not a very religious person, but I just felt like God put this in my path because I'm not meant to be there anymore. I'm meant to be helping people, and I just wasn't doing that. And she said that she agrees with me. There's only like 4 in there.
Can I have one?
Yeah.
How do you open this?
She said that she agrees with me because normally there was Martha and then the lady that actually interviewed me, and Martha was like the secretary person. She was like, normally Martha wouldn't bring me a note that fast, and she brought it to me immediately. Normally I wouldn't call them right then and there because I'm trying to get out of the office. And by the way, it's for like a nursing home area. And she was like, but you know what, I'll give her a call. And like, out of all of the 10-ish people that I've called in the past week, you're the only person that actually answered their phone. And I was like, I'm gonna give her a chance. So she said that to me after I said the thing about like God, and like, I truly 1000% think that all that stuff happened at Domino's, not because either of us are shitty people, but because I'm meant to be doing something else. So I got the job. I have to go in for paperwork Wednesday, and then Thursday I'm starting to train, so that's nice. I was hoping to have a week off, but that's okay. Good. And like, I need to get money for Mexico if I'm gonna be going. And then God, what else? After that, I went like and dropped Brooklyn off, and I went and told my mom, and then my dad texted me and said be there in 5 to 10 minutes because I was gonna ask him for help for the Mexico trip. He was kind of in a shitty mood though, so I didn't. I just told him about it, and I told him like about the job thing, and like I just kind of caught him up a little bit, and we talked for a little bit, and then I came inside, was here for like 2 minutes, and I left. And I was just gonna go get food from Martin's. I was gonna get a pot pie, but then I was like, no, like, I need to stop at Domino's. I need to talk to Jake. We need to clear the air, and we did, and it was all good and dandy and stuff. And wow, I'm looking ratchet as fuck. So, you know, we're on good terms and stuff. Everything's fine. And I went to Martin's and they didn't have a pot pie, so I got a Supreme Teriyaki chicken bowl. These are actually delicious. They're like actually homemade, not just like fast food type of thing. They're really good, and they don't have them very often. So I'm about to eat the fuck out of this. Go away now. And then I got a Gatorade, and I asked my sister to get me Airborne, but she got me the capsule one, so now I have to drink this. Literally bright ass yellow on camera, holy crap. And then I'm gonna take some NyQuil and go. I don't really know what I was saying before because Lexi called me and we were talking about the Mexico trip, but I really don't feel good, so I ate already, my stomach's hurting, but I'm gonna take some NyQuil and just go to bed. Like, I do not feel good, so I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.